My name's Kyle MacDonald. This is Yes Free Taxi. I started this as an experiment to see if people would actually hop in free taxi rides, and I've realized it sort of fits into the larger debate of ride-sharing companies such as Uber and Lyft and taxis and public transit. This is a fully stocked 2007 Toyota Matrix. I can see it's got the winter tires on right now, so no hubcaps, no mags. It's a pretty tight ride. It's the fun part for me is not knowing when or where or who the rides requests are going to come from. I've actually given a blind man a ride from down to a restaurant at night, and it was just for him. He can't, you know, by definition drive, and the public transit's hard for him to get around. Being blind, he was sort of saying like these type of rideshare services, private drivers, on-demand transportation is really beneficial for me. So he was a huge supporter of these type of things. This spring I had my childhood collection of baseball cards, and I posted it up on Craigslist and said, does anybody want to make a trade for my entire childhood collection of baseball cards? And this guy goes, I'll trade you a Rooster costume. And I said, perfect, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Quietly, I think the costs of taxis are largely inflated due to unnecessary rules, regulations, and under the guise of safety. The actual cost of moving a vehicle around the city is actually pretty low. My overarching goal is to just get out in the city, meet new people, and have interesting experiences. I've kind of sort of known for a project called the One Red Paperclip Project. I started out with a red paperclip and then made a sequential series of trades for bigger and better things until I got up to a house. I think the smartphone is literally the biggest innovation in public transit in the last 80 years. What we're moving into is a place where people go, I'm trying to get from here to here, and a driver goes, I'm going on a very nearby route to that. I would be happy to pick you up. And then it's the kind of thing where you can make cost models that are faster and more efficient than a public transit bus route going down a specific road. And this literally wasn't possible 10 years ago. When you start getting these trends of people wanting to live in cities, wanting to drive less, catering to a personally owned motor vehicle becomes politically unacceptable. There's lots of economic and social and even environmental reasons why it's not, but I think it's quite exciting that we have the technology to change this and make better service for, you know, the entire city. So I just posted on Twitter that we are looking for rides, and someone down in Gastown says I could use a ride out to 34th and Fraser, and we're heading there right now to pick him up. We were on the way, so it works out perfectly for us, and it works out perfectly for him.
There's nobody that has a practical solution that says, I will be at this place at this time in 5 minutes, and it's also not tracked. I mean, that's a big thing no one talks about is Uber, is you can actually track them and you know where people go.
Yeah.
So there is a, you know, I know someone's on the way.
Really, if I could argue this in any ways, I'd be like, this is an education campaign. People put up signs, places, or they pay for billboards, or why not do it like this? Okay. See you, man. See you, man. Have a good one.
How do you rate that ride out of five stars?
Oh, definitely 6 out of 5. I learned so much just on the ride over. I got to get a Rooster start giving people rides. It's amazing.